Oh my goodness, y'all. Ooh, we made it. We made it, you guys. We made it. Day 30. Hosting this challenge has been so amazing. And we got one more teaching. Let's dive right in. Today's theme is about forward focus nurturing. Now, what do I mean by that? What I'm pointing to is the concept of managing stress, because I'm pretty sure after this challenge, you're still going to think, how do I manage my stress, right? But we're going to flip that into something more empowering and less of a quote unquote fix that we need to start applying in our lives. So consider that it's impossible to manage stress. What? What did you say? It is impossible to manage stress. Why would it be impossible to manage stress? Any guesses? Because the truth is, stress is the natural occurrence of life moving for you. You got kids, you're going to be stressed. You got a job or people to take care of in your workplace, you're going to be stressed. You got a body to be responsible for? Yeah, you're going to be stressed. You got a life? You guessed it. You're gonna be stressed. Stress isn't necessarily the bad guy here. It's a natural phenomenon to which, when we move, there's gonna be some tension, some pressure. You feel? It's the fact that some part of us bought into the idea that stress is a bad, wrong, or something to fix thing to manage. That's just so far from the truth, you guys, you ladies. You even hear it from well intentioned doctors. For instance, my mom just found out she has coronary heart disease and now has to be on lifelong medication. And along with that treatment plan, guess what? Is managing her stress levels. There's a story that's attached to the stress, when really stress is a natural thing in our lives. But look at it this way. Now that you ladies have had a taste by doing this work all month, negative emotions, quote unquote, negative emotions and feelings aren't necessarily a bad thing. Because guess what? You survived every breakdown, every hard workout, every embodiment session, every journal session, every time you had to face your fears, doubts, trauma, feelings, facing all of your moments of like, when there's a voice inside you that says, I can't, facing your roommate, there was tension present, right? There was some pressure, and you still moved yourself through it, relieving you of it. Yeah? Feeling less heavy, more light. You always felt better after a good cry or a self hug or a workout. This moving of energy, right? This truth and knowing is the same as always knowing that the sun will always rise the next morning. There's that other side that we're so conditioned to be afraid to leap towards. You following? So, tension isn't necessarily a bad thing. Feeling the beautiful spectrum of emotion isn't a bad thing. Emotion is just energy in motion. We need to lessen the significance of it and just honor that energy, right? Move it out of our systems so we can create space for a new. We hold on to our stories and it lodges into our tissues, and all of it compiles into excess stress to quote unquote manage. And we just were marketed to feel bad so that we can change by buying the products, food, programs, makeup, clothing, all of this consuming of the material world. makes us automatically resource our supposed to be natural change externally. And change is always already happening within. Growth is a natural thing as well. With growth comes tension. With tension comes stress. So, no, it's not managing stress. We aren't built to manage it. Now, I bet you're wondering, what do we do instead then? We manage our focus. Yes, that is how we nurture ourselves into safety, into sovereignty, into our own wisdom, into our own personal power. Yeah, we're no longer resourcing it outside ourselves, just like yesterday's theme, like resourcing our amusement outside ourselves by consuming, by scrolling, by watching others do something, right? Yes, there's a time and place to be inspired by it, but we don't want to play that dopamine game anymore, right? We need to reset our dopamine baseline. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. When we choose to manage our focus, we are keeping ourselves on top of our intentions, actively choosing to move forwards towards our intentions and heart's desires. Playing in that realm rather than being burnt out from the looking out there to see what everyone else is doing in our cultural societal norms, right? That is so disempowering. And I get it. I did the same too. I often find myself doing the same thing too. If I'm not, it's the thing that's just automatically going to be there. But if I'm not actively intending to resource my source from within me, actually valuing what I value, valuing my own preferences, not looking out here to see what everyone else is doing, it's such a more palpable, beautiful experience of life. And I truly believe all of us are already naturally getting into this new personal power space internally. All I have the gift of doing is putting language to it so that you can empower yourself into the types of movements that lead you to the life you dreamt of having, the quality of life that you are worthy and deserving of, and you know in your heart that is yours and yours only. No one could take away what's yours as much as you cannot take away someone else's. Yeah? It's you. It's a you and me world. All is abundant. It's not a you versus me world anymore. We're moving out of that world and into right? We are so much more abundant. You see it in nature. You see it in yourself. You see it with everything around you, the beauty that is around you, right? We get to play. We can start with deliberate, forward focused nurturing of your beautiful life. So please let me know if you got this or if I need to articulate it in another way. I'll be super happy to do that. And now you're probably wondering how to apply this concept in a more practical manner so that you don't lose sight of this truth. And how to do that is you just keep focus on doing what you've spent this whole entire month doing. Focus on tending to your garden, your internal garden, and focus on honoring your body and that expansive connection to your non-physical self, your essence. You keep focus on playing. You keep focus on being present with your magic. All the daily challenges that I've shared in these 30 days, you keep playing with it. Make this exploration a priority and a regular focus, and keep in community with me and the rest of the women here. You connect, you keep connecting, you focus on connecting, and you trust and have faith in yourself. You keep investing in yourself, investing quality time and attention to yourself by truly nurturing yourself. Then the universe, the world, and the world, everything will show up to you to nurture you with its beauty as well. Ooh, that's such a good topic to end this challenge with. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking on this challenge with me. Thank you for showing up even with the busy, beautiful life that you lead. I know it took a lot for you to make the time to come in here every day, and I want to acknowledge your willingness and courage it took for you to do all these movements, exercises, and journaling, sacrificing time to connect with loved ones, to connect with yourself. Thank you. I thank you for your willingness to be supported and nourished by the words from these daily videos and descriptions and hangouts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see your beauty, and I hope throughout this challenge you were able to access more of your sparkle too. I'm leaving you with this. The person with the deepest connection with themselves automatically is the freest and most fulfilled person in the room. And I hope you know that it's easy to love you. You are easy to love. It has been my absolute pleasure of showing up every day, holding space for you, pulling for your sparkle. We always go as far as we are safe enough, supported enough, ready and willing enough, or in pain enough. And of course, so much love to you. And I'll see you guys on the next sparkle adventure. Keep in touch, okay?